What's up, guys? It's Powerbang here, and I'm bringing you guys a war recap that went down this last weekend with WHF and the War Whales. Now, a lot of you guys have probably already seen the results of this one and kind of figured out how it went down, but I wanted to cover some of the attacks that we didn't get to in the strategy guides that came out this week. You may have seen those, the Stoned Hobo, and the Gobolo attack strategies came out, all of those using attacks from this war, so check those out if you haven't already. But I've got a whole bunch more attacks to show you guys that went down this war that I did not cover in those videos. So we had a final score of 113, 116. They mathematically clinched the war while we had a couple attacks remaining, so we actually went and tried to get a couple 3 stars on bases that were not necessarily the smartest play towards the end of the war. So, you know, we had a little bit bigger margin, but we didn't really care. Kind of an odd war, a lot of random crap going on. I'm not even going to get into it, but whatever. Good game to the War Whales, 116, 113, they were victorious. So looking at the bases, we 3-starred their top Town Hall 11 in the closing minutes of the war. I believe Caps got that done. We actually left, here's what I'm talking about though, like we chose not even to hit this one again, number 11 here, just because obviously the 2-star will be a 3-star attempt, and a dip on that would have been the play to bring that within another star closer. But Caps was like, I'm going to get some practice on the top base, and went and hit it. Other than that, 9's cleared, missed a couple of the 10s, and then 4 of the 5 Town Hall 11s we left with 2 stars. So that is that. Let's go ahead and check out the attacks. Let's start with Caps here. Number 1. Now here is the notice the army composition, guys. 48 miners, 5 heal spells. Now I did contact Supercell about this and say, you know, it would be neat if we could get some sort of tweak to the mechanics, because this just shouldn't happen in my opinion. But you know, that being said, you know, he deployed his miners and his heroes in the spots that were proper enough to get them to collapse and get to the core. But yeah, I mean, it just came down to, this was kind of not the best base design. All of the Inferno Tower was so far away from any of the main objectives or like storages or anything that, you know, Caps very easily comes across this entire base and just wipes it out. The CC is pretty much ignored, and he used the Grand Warden ability to keep the miners alive through that golem popping on him. So we've got heal spells still remaining. He drops 1 there on the miners. And then the king is still alive doing some tanking. Finally goes down, but all the miners and barbarians are still alive. 1 heal spell remains here, and I loved his patience on this. He's waiting until he has a better idea of where his miners are going to clump up, and he drops them on the left there. Now on the right, he's got a group of miners working forever in the range of that Inferno Tower on some skeletons, and they finally get those taken care of, and he actually gets the Inferno Tower taken out with that same group of miners. So really nice job on that. And then the last little group of miners is down there on the right, clearing everything up, and they are inside the Warden ability, and that is going to do it. So double bomb takes out the big group, but Caps smoking their number 1 with the mass miner attack. So scrolling down here, let's go to let's go look at number 13. We had some Town Hall 10 triples this war that were pretty cool. This one is Cobra. Cobra's been lights out lately on both of his accounts, so very, very nice work to him. Let's watch him as he does a little queen walk, queen charge here, I believe, with the miners. So we'll see some queen charge action going down on the bottom left, and then we've got minions on the top left to go ahead and start with the funneling process. It looks like the objective is going to be to break in and get to the Inferno Tower. That's just kind of what I'm looking at. I haven't seen this attack yet, so I'm covering it right now, first time you are. So there's the wall breakers. As predicted, they break in, and that is going to get him actually in between the Inferno Towers here if he chooses to continue walking the queen there. But poison spell down for the queen. Rage spell keeps the friendly queen up, and she will switch to the queen here just like so. 3 shots and she's down, and then some other big defenses are taken care of. Now here comes the CC. He's going to use a poison spell to take care of that balloon and then just end up dealing with the golem. But the cool thing is he cleared out all the defense. So all of the defense targeting stuff is nothing's looking at his queen. So this is actually really good. Golem's just about taken care of. And here comes the hog to go ahead and trigger a skeleton trap as well as a giant bomb. That was actually extremely clever because that is the biggest killer of the miners around the Inferno Towers. He's got 3 heal spells. Now he doesn't have to freeze anything because as long as the giant bombs aren't taking care of him and they're not getting distracted with skeleton spells, they can get through an Inferno Tower quickly enough to really have it not be a big deal. So he drops the heal spell there to keep up the bulk of the miners. There are 5 of them getting torched by the Inferno. But there they go, underground. Giant bomb goes off, a 3rd one. So he's able to negate 3 bombs there on the entry and lose no miners. So that's absolutely perfect. Another heal spell goes down in that big section. And check that queen charge out. Gets the 2nd Inferno on the backside. So now we've got miners all over the place. The king is working the outside of the base there. But miners everywhere. No splash damage left. So he just drops a heal spell there. And that is that. So the miners finish up with the town hall, and they'll move on to take care of the rest of that defense ring with the cannon and the archer tower. And that is going to do it for this raid. Cobra with a 3-star for the good guys. Nice work, man. All right, moving on to the next one. We've got, looks like number 15 here. Yeah, number 15, Agent 33, who is Cobra's 2nd account. This is a little lower level one, but hey, it works nonetheless. He's got a level 31 king here. Working to level 40. Farming's a little bit slow, though. You know, when you got that secondary account, it's hard to farm both of them. So he's got the Cobra account maxed out, I believe, and he has Agent up and coming. So he's going to be a weapon when he gets both of those to 40-40. So here we go. We've got that golem coming in. 2 on the right side, creating a really nice wide funnel here. I liked how he broke in the corner. The golems redirect, and the queen actually tucks in behind him. So again, with the hog, getting that lure once the queen has taken out some of the defense buildings. And now we've got a golem loon coming out once again. He supplements his kill squad there with some bowlers as well as the king, and he trails that king so that he shakes the jump spell here, which is great. So, or actually, there's no jump there. Or yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a jump. I'm high. It's the middle of the night, guys. I'm sorry. So, he uses that king, takes out, so he got Inferno taken out already, and he's trying to get through the wall to take out that queen. At least the friendly queen will lock onto her and get her taken out, so boom, she is down. And then miners come in from the top, and the pathing is perfect. They're actually working their way straight to that Inferno Tower. So you're going to see a heal spell come down for the group here as they push through. And it looks like the queen is pretty much wrapped up with the entire right side. Still has her ability. She will get ready to use that here on the wall and try to push through and see if she can pick up one more defense here before she goes down. The Wizard Tower is the one she chooses, which is absolutely ideal. And that is just really, really good news for the miners, as there really is only a couple threats left in the base, and those are being taken care of right now in the mortars and the Wizard Tower up top. So as the miners are going to work their way through to the bottom, they will be, I don't know if he will even use the other heal spell because he doesn't really need it at this point. Probably going to swag it. So very nice work to Agent dropping the heal spell up there on that Clan Castle pedestal. Nice work, man. All right, so next up, Son of Jay on Arya here. Kind of a unique base here, little rectangle, almost symmetrical, but he's got the Island Infernos there worked in to this base on offset sides. And then he's just going to drop in some archers and minions and stuff to get some really nice, easy buildings that are outside this base, outside of air targeting range. So that's looking pretty good. Shadowed entry from the bottom left with a bowlers behind. And really, really nice job with this entry idea, because he's going to get, you know, just immense value here. Opens up the wall with the wall breakers, and in the bowlers will go. He's got a rage spell here for the entry, and poison spell to receive that clan castle. So everything looking pretty good. Really, really nice progress so far. So they've made it through the wall. Rage spell goes down. The queen will eventually lock on to... What in the hell? She shoots the wall? Really? Really, queen? Come on, you're better than that. No, you're not. You're not better than that. Don't take my compliments seriously. You're horrible. Horrible person. Finally gets the Inferno Tower down, though. And we are looking, I believe it's a miners coming in from the bottom right. And you can see how that queen is just carving her way through this base, making a really nice little L-shaped pattern of remaining buildings that these miners can just take out systematically. They're going to end up, it looks like, on a Tesla farm with the Inferno Tower here. So he's got to hope that there are not a absolute ton of bombs, or that he can have a couple miners split off from the main pack and trigger those bombs before the main groups gets there. So he chooses to heal up everything so that they're full health going in. He's got 2 skeleton spells that trigger on his miners. He drops the poison spell for him. The miners will likely have him taken care of before the poison kills them. But here we go. Miners work their way around. There's that heal spell I was talking about. We do get those miners healed up, and there is the split. Couple of them go off to the right, and it looks like the miners that go to the left, it's a big enough group to get that Inferno Tower taken out and the Tesla. The giant bomb goes off, but we basically have full health miners that are going to rejoin this push here in just a moment, although it doesn't even look like they're necessary. The last defense is down, and we are getting into the cleanup here. So really nice attack from Son of Jay here. Very nice job. All right, so let's look at another one. Let's look at Ken here on Lenny. And this is another mass miner attack. You do not see this work often at Town Hall 10, simply because of the lack of a warden ability. But when you're going up against a symmetrical style base, like a very square style base, and there are level 1 Infernos, definitely take a look at the mass miner right now and see if you know, you can drop some heroes on the corners of that rectangle and then just send in the miners in mass. And look at this, he's got a balloon out here. He just drops a double poison on it, and it's going to go down without even being a factor. The Hound is going to attract the attention of the Queen at some point, but the miners don't care about no Hound. Enough of the miners group off and take off the first Inferno, but they're just all over the base, and all you really need to do here is drop your heal spells where there are a lot of miners and focus them on the splash damage buildings like the Wizard Tower and the Inferno Towers. Really, you know, pretty basic attack, but good scout here from Ken, seeing that this would definitely work. And then once we found out that there was a Lava Hound in the clan castle, it became a very easy decision to just mass miner this base. He's got the Queen ability, and he doesn't even use it. So very nicely done. All right, so after 17, where are we going? Where are we going? Snip Alumni getting taken out by Jay Swezey here. This was a really nice air attack. We talked a little bit about the Gobolo in yesterday's video, but this is basically the same exact thing. We've got the golems coming in just as we talked about in the video, and we have the wizards creating a nice funnel, Archer Queen in behind, and then you're going to see the king, I believe, come in as well. He drops in a baby dragon here to help with the push. Now, I'm not sure what the point of that baby dragon was. I don't know if that was a misclick or what, but he basically sends it in and gets it fried by the air defense almost immediately. So I think the goal was to send it more to the left here, but unfortunately the cannon had not gone down in time, and it redirected to the right in range of the air defense. So in goes the Queen. The bowlers are all in there. Beautiful jump spell that's going to lead everything to the core of this base. Poison spell awaiting the Queen and the clan castle as the golem approaches the main kill squad. Rage spell goes down in the core. That's where the bowlers really excel. Check out the damage that they're doing at this point. 3 air defenses down, and in comes the Hounds and the balloons. I love the deployment of the loons first here. That way that they got closer to those defenses, and the timing is just perfect. See the Wizard Tower, by the time it turned around to focus on those balloons, it was dead. It only got off like 1 shot. So Hounds are piling up on that final air defense. But it's far too late, basically. Everything is getting taken care of. Absolute massacre on this base. Still 2 haste spells left to lead everything through. And he's got 1 threat left in the base, and that is the Wizard Tower back here. But he still has a Hound alive. It'll be out front. So the Wizard Tower is going to be distracted with that. There's the final couple haste. Swagged on the same spot, giving the double super boost to the balloons as they finish up the raid. Beautiful job to Jay Swezey, man. Really liked it. All right, next up, we got 3 more, guys. We'll look at 27 here. We're trying to get this this recap done right before. There's going to be a maintenance update coming any minute here, so really hoping we can squeeze this out before that maintenance update, because I want to get this live on YouTube before it's super late. So Lucas, our notorious Town Hall 9 air attacker, is going to just drop in basically suicide heroes on the bottom with wall breakers here. Unfortunately, he meant to drop the king on the army camp there and have it path to the right. So he kind of wasted his king. because the pathing was all wrong, but he does get the queen taken care of. Chooses to zap Quake on the right air defense, which is awesome, and that pretty much eliminates any issues that he's going to have from the air sweeper that's planted in the middle of this base. So he's going to come from behind it and send his balloons in, uses that queen ability, takes out the wizard tower there. And he's just targeting all the defenses here with his balloons, and they are pretty much all focused on his hounds. He sends 2 hounds to the first couple air defenses, just really nice spread on those, and then targets in the balloons to take out all the air targeting defense. There's only a couple things to watch out for on this backside, and this is going to be the wizard towers kind of in the corners here. So he's got 6 balloons left. He should be able to directly target all of those defenses. So yeah, there it is. He drops 2 balloons in on each side of the mortar up top. Unfortunately, a Tesla pops there, which is right in the middle, but he drops a haste spell there to kind of speed everything along, and he still is able to go ahead and take out that section with the help of the haste spell. And then I really like the fact that he delayed this final hound, and it's going to stop here and march right back on over to that group of Teslas and wizard tower and whatnot. So beautiful tanking being done, and since he knew he was going to get the air defense, delays the hound in there, and now everything is firing at that hound. He is going to get it to pop, and so he's got additional help with the cleanup, and all the balloons had time to get over there and do some work on that little farm that he had set up. So 3 swag spells just dropped all over the base. Lucas, you're ridiculous, dude. Keep up the good work, man. Love watching your raids. All right, Danny for the win had a 6-pack here, and let's watch Danny's raid. He's bringing that wait, I almost called it a go boho, but I mean that's correct. But I would just like to call it the stoned hobo, except for there's no stoned part here. It's shattered. But okay, so seriously speaking, look where he drops the golem. Watch this golem walk. No healers used. He's going to get the funnel created with the wizards. Rolling down the side of the map here, but look at the queen taking out these buildings like what? Gets the cannon taken out. He has a second golem working on the right now, tanking some of that stuff so the queen doesn't get hit. But look at these little golemites walking all the way down there, triggering a Tesla, doing some tanking. The queen's doing work. So with no healers, gets an entire side of the base completely cleaned, and then finally drops the bowlers in out of the clan castle after the golemites triggered the bomb that they would have eventually hit. So I mean, impeccable entry onto this base. Poison spell is going to receive the queen and the clan castle troops, and then a rage heal goes for the kill squad on the entry. But look at the absolute devastation of this base so far. There is not much left of it, and the interior defenses, nothing can actually do damage. They're all air defenses and air sweepers. So he targets in some stuff from the left here, uses that heal spell on the outside. Pretty nasty spring traps there, and probably a bomb in the middle of these wizard towers, I'm guessing. Yes, there is. But the heal spell is there for them. They kind of get everything taken care of, and the Hogs collapse on the final few defenses in this base, which the Expo is the only thing actually doing any damage. So really nice work, dude. Loved the walk in the beginning of this one. Probably one of my favorite things that I saw of this war. Very subtle. You don't really notice these things if you're just kind of browsing through. But I saw that golem tank for the queen, and the queen took out the entire side of that base with no healers, camp space used at all. Really nice job, man. Troops everywhere at the end of this one. All right, so let's look at one more attack. We will finish up with Yagna on this one. This is Estrical's base, and he's going to be bringing, again, a couple of golems here, and he brings a few baby drags for funneling purposes. But I like where he drops his queen, taking out those army camps that are kind of stragglers outside of the base. He does have healers here. He only brings 3 of them, so 3 healers onto the queen. Kind of a risky call, but at the same time, look at the damage that's incoming. There really isn't much of it. So he sends some wall breakers in, opens up the wall, and the queen is eventually going to have to engage the baby dragon here, the wizard and all that. Uses the ability because there's Valks incoming as well. Gonna have to take out the Valkyries. Valk's gonna get off a shot here. So we do get it. But the queen is now on the Tesla. Now, she ends up walking the wrong way here. So how are we going to, salvage this? Because basically, when you go to break into a base and the queen walks and you've got only 12 hogs, it typically doesn't work out. But the air sweeper right here is saving his healers. Check this out. Keeps pushing them out of range of the freaking air defense. So the sweeper is doing him all kinds of favors, making sure that queen stays up absolutely as long as possible. The queen was just about to die, but that archer tower gets taken out by her just in time. So he decides to improvise, send the golems from the top. And look at the damage that he gets done, though. The healers finally start to go down here, but all the defense is getting wrecked from the top down now. And then a rage spell for the bowlers, and just really, really nice job here. And then a jump spell, second jump spell, will open up everything else in the base that he really hasn't got to yet. So really, really nice job with that. Starts trickling in just a couple of hogs here. One hog on the external mortars, because once you get a hog inside the range of a mortar, you can't kill it. So that is awesome. Finishes up taking out the cannon up there as well. So things are looking good. Still has 9 hog riders remaining. Uses his final rage spell on the queen and the bowlers to go ahead and take out some of these defenses. And the hogs are going to stay to the outside now. 9 hog riders still left, though, so he's going to basically just sandwich these defenses on the bottom, just like so, and then work his way through. The queen still working from the top, doing that cleanup thing, but those hogs are going to get the job done just barely. The hogs on the left are going to trigger a giant bomb here, as well as a trap, and that is going to make it where, you know, the hogs are not quite going to survive to the end of that archer tower, but the wizards are right there to finish it up. So one shot there, and it's a done deal. So Yagna getting the 3-star, man. Love the way you improvise when things didn't go quite right on the queen charge, but at least you got that wall open for something, right? Anyway, nice job, man. So that's going to do it for this war recap, guys. War Whales 116, WHF 113. Best of luck to them in the future. That is going to be all, though, for this recap. Take care, guys. This is Powerbang, and I'm signing out till next time. Peace.